Welcome, everyone. Very exciting day. I know a lot of us has been planning for this for a long time, and we're very excited to be here today. I'm Todd Stevens, one of the co-chairs of the campaign to raise money for our new center here. We do have a long list of dignitaries who have come out here because they know how important this is for our community. Without any further ado, I'm sure all of you know who Don is, Kimball from 5 Point. And I'll give it over to Don to give some perspective on the history here, for the Senior Center. He's one of the longest serving people involved with the Senior Center.
All right, thank you, Todd. And by the way, what a great location you guys are looking out over. What an unbelievable opportunity we have here for a brand new center right here in the Santa Cruz Valley. Thankfully, we're here today because our community saw this need. They recognized that we needed to do something, and they've come together and jumped into action for our seniors. A little bit of background of how we got here today. This started several years ago we did what was called a needs assessment that evaluated the needs within the community for a new center. And obviously the results came back abundantly clear. We needed a new center, and we needed it now. And by the way, that was back in 2013. Then the tough part started. We started looking for locations. And we really had three requirements looking for a new site for a new center. It had to be a large land parcel, had to be affordable, we're a nonprofit, and it had to be centrally located. And that's why this Five Knolls property that we're sitting at today is just an unbelievable opportunity. It's going to provide a center location for today and for tomorrow. In Synergy and Brookfield, we owe them a huge debt of gratitude. The center doesn't happen without them. And what I like to call it, they really were the game changer for the SCV Senior Center moving forward with a new center. What happened after that is really, we like to say the good news kept coming. We got a commitment and a donation of $3 million from the County of Los Angeles, unbelievably supportive County of Los Angeles. I'd like to recognize them and give them a round of applause right now. And not to be outdone, the city of Santa Cruz did the same. They also stepped up and said, we're going to give you $3 million as well. So I'd like to recognize the city of Santa Cruz, the great local leadership we've always had here in the Santa Cruz Valley. But even with getting the land essentially donated and getting $6 million, we realized we had a funding gap. And so the next step in the process, and this took place in 2015, is we did what's called the feasibility study. Feasibility study was done to basically demonstrate the ability within this community to support what ended up being a $3.75 million capital campaign to close that gap and make this center a reality. And we're here today because, and I know Todd's going to get up and probably talk about it a little bit more, because they've substantially closed and met that need. So I think we should recognize that campaign right now, right up front. I want to tell you that in my time serving on the board and now moving into emeritus status, working with great board members over the years, few things in my life have brought me more of a sense of satisfaction and purpose than my work with the Senior Center. And I think many of you here today are going to share with me that same feeling of satisfaction and pride of what we're going to make happen on this site going forward. I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody for this grassroots effort to create an unbelievable opportunity for our seniors. It's needed. It's consistent with the great city and great county that we're in, that we should have a great center here for our seniors. I want to thank you for your support.
Hey, thanks for coming out this morning. You know, we're here to break some ground, break some dirt. We're also here to turn a page in our history. And it's great to follow Don and hear that history before us. But we're starting on a new chapter with our staff, with our incredible board of directors. And we are so grateful for all those who came before us in the years before us, just to pave the way to bring us to this morning in Golden Valley. Is that cool? You're in Golden Valley. We really are. This is Golden Valley. But we're here to build a venue. We're here to build a pavilion. We're here to build a country club. But we're also building a place of acceptance and comfort, a place of love, and a place where people can gather just to enjoy life. That's what we're building. It's a place to honor and respect our seniors. But we also want to welcome our younger generations to come and celebrate with us at our new venue. We're ready to start our journey. So we're partnering with the YMCA, which will be over there someday, with the Boys and Girls Club, And then we reached out to College of the Canyons this year and started a special partnership with them, thanks to Jerry and his team at the College of the Canyons. More education for our seniors, a new relationship with Henry Mayo Hospital, and others that are reaching out to saying, we want to be a part of that journey with you. And we're just so grateful for that. This venue is being built, and we're going to provide over 120,000 meals a year. We're going to serve 50,000 participants in our recreational and wellness activities throughout the year. Those are big numbers. It'll continue to be a place of recreation and education, a place when we serve people with Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia, a place to repair homes, a place to connect people to services, and a place to meet the variety needs of people. This new venue gives us an opportunity for a fresh start and really to open our eyes to the many, many possibilities that are before us. We're going to gather what was in the past, but we're going to shoot for the stars coming out of the gate as we build this thing. We're going to establish an information and technology center. We want to break the seniors of today and the seniors of tomorrow up to date on the latest technology, put it in their hands, let them communicate with anybody they want in the entire world at any time in this new venue that we're establishing. So we'll have the highest technology available to people. We'll educate, we'll train, but we'll also give them access. And we don't know what's going to happen. We have the iPads now. 10 years from now, it's going to be the O-Pad, and then it'll be the Z-Pad. So we're not sure what's coming, but we're going to try to be ready for that. We're also going to establish a concierge service, which will offer job training skills and job skills for folks who want that post-retirement job, because they want to still give back with the knowledge that they've gained in a lifetime. So we're going to be developing that career center. There'll also be a wellness center we're going to establish with our many partners there. We're going to do a lot of pre-screenings and give them lots of access to today's technology to prevent health issues in the future. That will be offered to them. There'll also be a center for human rights. We want to protect the rights of our seniors, want to make sure they're extremely knowledgeable. So the Center for Senior Rights will be established for all the seniors in the community. And we're going to listen. We're going to next 10 months as we build this and listen to each and every one of you to say, what do you want for your future? What do you want in this venue? What do you want to accomplish? So we ask you to keep thinking and dreaming and bring that information to us so we can share, we can build this thing together. So we're going to listen. It's a center for the future, a center to come together. And it's really for thousands of seniors. Think about it. Thousands of seniors will enjoy this venue over the next 30 years, and you're here on groundbreaking day.
Why am I a volunteer? Seems like you have a full plate. After the loss of a loved one who basically did the same thing that I'm doing, I kind of wanted to honor her and find my own self. So I realized that when I got there, that energy was so contagious, and I wanted to be more a part of it. So I started to be there more and more. And my friends over here are all smiling at me, and I recognize you, and I'm glad you're here. It's the same energy that keeps these clients coming back. It's a connection. It's a connection that we share, and that I look forward to participating in the new center and building that connection.
For us on the council, helping support and contributing and all the work that's going in and all the partnerships that we have with the Senior Center, that's exactly what we were elected to do. That's exactly what a local government is for, is to find those partnerships and to help serve the community. And as Don mentioned, Santa Clarita is changing. Many of us have been here for decades. I was born and raised here. And Santa Clarita is a different place than it was when I grew up. And that's a good thing that Santa Clarita is changing. The diversity in our community from all demographics. That's what makes Santa Clarita such a great place to represent.
I came to the Senior Center about 5 years ago. I've been on the board for 5 years. I've literally been working on this project for about 4.5 years. In that there has been a lot of work, and it has been absolutely delightful. I have been called crazy. I have been called, all kinds of names like that. But the real reason that I did it is because there was a need, and I could see the end of the tunnel. I could see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I wanted to be able to do something to make it happen. There is one gentleman in the audience, however, that I would like to say a special thank you to, because this gentleman has given an exceedingly large amount of time and patience and consideration, and that is my husband, Larry. In so making this happen, it has taken many 12-hour days, and but it has been a great learning experience, and it has been delightful. The seniors themselves, by nature of who we are, and I happen to be well into my seniors, so I can say it from my heart. We generally fall into a category, and we migrate towards each other because that's what human beings do. So what the vision is, this is a building that we'd like to house a senior community, and that's exactly what seniors do. We migrate towards each other. This is a gathering place. I think Kevin used that statement. And it is a community of our own. It is a need. It makes people healthier, and it wiser, and it it's just a need that needed to be met. So that was my reason for jumping in. This is a milestone, and I woke up this morning and I got my cup of coffee and I go to my prayer time, and I literally tried to envision what we were doing today, and I came really close to crying about it because it's monumental in terms of trying to get a community to rally together. And both the city and the county know how grateful I am, but I also want all of you to know that the grateful extends to every donor and every participant, because that's what creates a community. So I thank all of you, including the city and the county. Todd has mentioned to you that we have a shortfall and that we're trying to find those. We have asks, and we have foundations that we have made contact with, some of which we are expecting, but until somebody actually says yes, we don't count that. So there are additional donor availabilities of naming opportunities, on naming rooms, the kitchen as an example. But we also have the donor wall, and the donor wall consists of donations anywhere from $500 to $2,500, and that's, of course, your name on the wall. And so if you have any inclination at all, I'm more than happy to answer any questions. You can talk with my assistant, Deborah. Todd can be of help on that. But please, open up your questions and we'll find solutions for you. So, with all of that said, giving you all the updates and the facts, I would suggest that maybe it's time to put our shovels in the ground. What do you think? Kevin?
Peggy Rasmussen. Thank you, Peggy. Before she goes off stage left, would you give a round of applause to a person who's been directing all of us for so long, Deborah Mickelson. Deborah, who's been running our campaign with us. Thank you, Deborah. All right, you guys ready to break ground? This is what we're going to do. We're going to get the first shovelers together, okay?
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, again. 1,